What would happen if you stopped using social media for just 7 days? No scrolling, no short videos, no constant checking. Most people can't even do it because without realizing it, your brain has become dependent on it. But here's the interesting part. When you remove social media, your brain doesn't just feel bored. It starts to change. Your focus comes back, your mind becomes clear, and you start feeling in control again. But first, you go through something most people can't handle. Think about your normal day. You wake up, and the first thing you do is check your phone. You scroll, watch a video, then another, then switch apps, and keep going. Throughout the day, you keep coming back to it. A few minutes here, a few minutes there, until it becomes a habit you don't even think about. Even when you have something important to do, your hand reaches for your phone automatically. And when you try to stop, you feel uncomfortable, restless, like something is missing. You don't know what to do with your time, so you go back to scrolling again, and the cycle continues every single day. The reason this keeps happening is simple. Social media is designed to keep your brain hooked. Every scroll gives you something new, a new video, a new post, a new reaction, and each one gives your brain a small reward. This is dopamine, a chemical that makes you feel good and keeps you coming back for more. The problem is how fast and easy it comes. You don't have to work for it. You don't have to wait. Just scroll, and it's there. Again, and again, and again. There's no end. Endless content, endless stimulation, endless reward. Social media gives your brain the instant pleasure again and again with no effort. And over time, your brain gets used to that. So anything that is slower or requires effort starts to feel boring. Now, when you stop using social media, something interesting happens. The first days are the hardest. Your brain is used to constant stimulation. So when it's gone, you start to feel it immediately. You keep thinking about your phone. You feel the urge to check it again and again. Even when there's nothing important, your mind keeps pulling you back. You feel bored, restless, like you don't know what to do with your time. Simple moments feel uncomfortable. Silence feels strange. Your brain keeps asking for stimulation. Something to watch, something to scroll, something to fill the space. This is not weakness, this is withdrawal. Your brain is reacting to the sudden loss of constant dopamine, and this stage is where most people quit. Not because they can't do it, but because they don't understand what's happening. By day 3, something starts to change. The constant urge begins to fade. You still think about your phone, but it's not as strong as before. Your mind starts to calm down. You're not reaching for your phone every few minutes. You're not reacting to every moment of boredom. Instead, you start noticing things. Your thoughts become clearer. Your attention feels more stable. You can sit for a little longer without needing constant stimulation. Even simple things feel different. You're more aware of your surroundings, more aware of your time. Your brain starts slowing down. And for the first time, you begin to feel a small sense of control coming back. By day 5, the real change begins. Your focus starts to come back. You can sit on one task and stay with it longer than before. Your mind feels clearer, less noise, less distraction, less pressure to check your phone. You're not fighting your attention anymore. You're guiding it. Your mood also improves. You feel calmer, more present, less restless. Things that used to feel boring start to feel normal again. You can think without needing constant stimulation. You can work without escaping every few minutes. And for the first time in a while, you start feeling in control again. Not controlled by your phone, not controlled by habits, but in control of your own mind. By this point, you start to see things clearly. You realize how much time you were losing. All those few minutes of scrolling added up to hours every single day. Much time you could have used to think, to learn, to improve, or just to rest your mind. You also start to notice how automatic it was. You didn't always choose to open your phone, your brain just did it. That's when it becomes clear. It wasn't just a habit, it was a form of addiction. Not extreme, but constant. Something that slowly took control of your attention. And now that you've stepped away from it, you can finally see it. You become more aware of your choices. You don't react instantly anymore. You pause, You think, and little by little, you start taking control back, not just of your time, but of your mind. What's happening during this process is not random. Your brain is recovering. When you reduce constant stimulation, your dopamine system starts to reset. Before, your brain was getting too much, too fast, so it became less sensitive. That's why normal things felt boring. But when you remove social media, your brain slowly adjusts. The constant overload stops, and your sensitivity begins to return. Now, smaller things feel more rewarding. Simple tasks feel easier to start. Focus becomes more natural. You don't need constant stimulation anymore just to feel okay. This is your brain returning to balance. Not perfect, but stable. Your brain starts working normally again. And when that happens, your ability to focus, think, and stay disciplined begins to improve without forcing it. But here's the problem. Most people never reach this stage. They quit too early. They feel the discomfort in the first 1 or 2 days, the boredom, the urge, the restlessness, and they go back. Not because it's too hard, but because it feels unfamiliar. They think something is wrong, so they return to what feels normal: scrolling, checking, constant stimulation. Another reason is discipline. Without a clear decision, it's easy to give in. One quick check turns into minutes, then back to the same cycle. And then there's the environment. Your phone is always there. Apps are easy to open. Everything is designed to pull you back in. So even if you want to stop, you're surrounded by triggers. Most people quit the challenge, not because it's hard, but because they don't understand the process. They don't realize that discomfort is part of recovery. And if you don't push through that stage, you never experience the real benefits. If you want to do this the right way, keep it simple. For the next 7 days, follow these rules. First, remove social media apps from your phone. Not just limit them, remove them completely. This removes the easiest access. Second, replace the habit. Don't just sit and do nothing. When you feel the urge to scroll, do something real instead. Walk, read, write, think. Give your brain a different kind of activity. Third, control how you use your phone. Use it only when necessary, not when you're bored, not when you feel restless. Be intentional. Pick it up for a reason and put it down when you're done. At first, it will feel uncomfortable, but that discomfort is part of the reset. The more you follow this, the easier it becomes. And by the end of the 7 days, you'll start to notice the difference. Your brain is not weak, it is overstimulated. All the noise, the scrolling, the constant input has been training your mind to depend on easy stimulation. But that is not your natural state. When you remove the noise, when you step away from constant distraction, something powerful happens. Your mind becomes clear again. Your attention becomes stronger. Your thoughts become more controlled. And the focus you thought you lost starts to come back. Not because you forced it, but because your brain is finally working the way it was meant to. Try this for 7 days. No social media, no excuses, just 7 days to reset your brain and take back control. If you're starting today, comment 7 days below. Make it a commitment. And if you want more videos on brain, habits, and discipline, like this video and subscribe.